Good morning, Griffins, and welcome to Today in Tonka. It is Thursday, November 12th, and it is an A-Day. Johnson's plans to be at Tonka today during lunch. They will take graduation cap and gown orders, and height and weight information is required. Please bring your $60 deposit at this time. After-school tutoring is located in the cafeteria and will run from 2:45 to 4:15 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Teachers will be available to help students with math, ELA, science, and social studies classes. Today's lunch will be buffalo chicken, tater tots, and fruit. Native Hawaiian and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. The Pacific Ocean region includes 27 island nations and territories, each of which has at least one or two indigenous, cultural groups. Each one is unique. This month, we celebrate you. Yesterday was Veterans Day. Here's Mr. Flynn to tell you more.
And we wanted to take a moment just to give you a little bit of a history lesson and tell you why this day is so important. In 1914, World War I started, which was known as the War to End All Wars. Unfortunately, it wasn't. But at the end of that war, over 10 million people had actually died in the process of prosecuting the war or making the war happen. As a sign of remembrance for those who fought and died in the war, they declared that to be Armistice Day. And Armistice Day was actually recognized as November the 11th of 1918 was the first armistice. Officially, November 11th, 1919 was the first recognition of that. In 1938, the United States government decided to pass an act which made it an official holiday here in the United States. And in 1954, after World War II and after the Korean War, so many people had actually served in the military by that time, fought and died for our country, that Congress decided to change the name from Armistice Day to Veterans Day. And that's why we celebrate it today. It'll be tomorrow, November the 11th. At the 11th hour on the 11th day is when the armistice was signed. So today I wear the uniform to honor those who have actually served in the military. Currently, there are approximately 16 million veterans in the United States, and veterans only make up about maybe 15% of the total population ever that have served in the military. Today, just for you to know, you'll see older gentlemen walking around with hats that say World War II veteran or Korean veteran or Vietnam War veteran, maybe even Iraqi or Afghanistan War veteran. Take the time to recognize those veterans. If you see them out, give them an elbow bump, give them a fist bump, tell them thank them for their service. And just so that you know, there were 16 million members that served in World War II, and only 325,000 as of this year are still remaining alive. And so that living history will soon pass from us, and we won't have the opportunity to visit with them and ask them about their experience or to thank them anymore. So take that opportunity while you still have it. We'd like to recognize all of those young students who have decided to raise their right hand, take the oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States. Congratulations to you. You're entering a time-honored tradition. And now I'd like to read the names of those veterans so that if you have them as a teacher, you can recognize them throughout your day, today, tomorrow, and the next day. Mr. David Flynn, Mr. Roger Griffith, Mr. Thomas Fish, Mr. Dale Brown, Mrs. Carol Fosmo, Mr. Justin Jacobs, Mr. Clay Masters, Mr. Trent Brown, Mr. Bear McCauley, Mr. Jairi Polis, Mrs. Amy Sheehan, Mr. Greg Quirin, and Mr. Markel Fluker. Congratulations to all of those that have decided to join the armed service, and thank you to all of our veterans for your service.
Thank you to all active and retired military members for your service to our country. Now please rise for the pledge, led by Mr. Flynn.
And now, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask that you please rise, place your hand over your heart as we honor America with the saying of our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That's all for today, Griffins. Thanks for watching and have a great day.